Well, happy Friday. It's NFP Friday. Big moves all session, and today's session was exactly what I needed coming after the last couple days of just self-introspection, or whatever the word is, self-reflection there, a little bit of journaling, and just kind of deciding what I needed to do, which is to, you know, take base hits, execute, and get out of trades. Don't marry trades if I don't like it, and all of those types of things. And I feel like I really was able to implement that today, and, you know, continue to work on that moving into next week as well. So we're going to go ahead and dive into today's recap from the live stream, which happens on my main channel, Trades by Matt. Let's get into it. Yo, good morning. How we doing? Welcome. Big ol' session so far. NFP Friday. If you didn't know, we had non-farm payroll come out this morning. Should be fairly obvious looking at the chart, to be honest. But other than that, we got Goolsby at 9 o'clock at night. 9:30. If you're a crude oil trader, you got rig counts at noon. Also, if you're a crude oil trader, though, you got like a lot of global stuff going on right now. Israel and Iran threatening to blow up each other's oil refineries and whatnot. So keep a lookout on that if you're a crude oil trader. Chat. Also, I am going to be one of the first people to make history. I'm going to be one of the very first people to make history. And I'm about to do it right at the open. Big statement, Matt. Oh, well, it is a big statement. Yeah, I'm going to be one of the very first people. You trade the doubt? No, that would be me re-entering history, I guess, huh? Yeah, so we had non-farm payroll came out. We obviously pushed really nicely. We're up 1.2%. It was like a, 200-point move, basically, top to bottom. We put in some volume at 240. Obviously, the question is, do we rotate off volume and kind of retrace some of this move, which happens pretty often, or are we going to continue to push it? We got liquidity a little bit higher at 280s, but a lot of juice down below as well. Now, if you didn't know, presidential elections are now legal as of yesterday to trade. Is the right word? I was going to use a different word, but to trade. Kalshi, a lot of people will probably remember them from back in the day. But yeah, you can now literally trade who will win the presidency. I got $170 in this account, and so I'm gonna place a trade because they went through a lot of work. They had to literally go through, I think they went all the way up the court system for this, which is pretty cool for a startup to do in order to make something happen for people. I literally just like, I've been following along with it on Twitter. I know the founder of this somewhat. Like, we've had a few conversations. So it's been pretty cool to see him like busting his ass to get this done. Oh no, it's on clear. I only have the legacy market. Oh man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to trade it. Rip, I have $170 in old money, not new money. Well, I wanted to be one of the first people to trade it. It's got 6,000 volume. I wanted to be one of the very first people. Not gonna happen. So all that hype for me making history is now down the drain. Sick. Happy Friday. Anyways, this is obviously not an ad or anything like that. I just think it's really cool that they busted their asses to make this possible before November, and they got it done. So good for them. If you're wanting to, I mean, it's honestly just kind of like predict it, but this is now officially legal. So yeah, they were on CNBC this morning for getting it done. This is the guy, Tarek is the founder on Twitter. If you are interested in reading more about it, I was trying to find the article. Yeah. I wanted to see how high they went. District of Columbia, Court of Appeals, and they got the green light. So pretty cool stuff for making it no longer just like a offshore website or a gray area. Now it's officially good to go. Anyways, let chat be the witness. I tried to make history. I tried to be a part of it. Tried my best. You know what? I might actually still be able to. Let me see. Nope, I can't do it. Oh well, I tried. All right, back to volume at 240 here. This is what the daily looks like. I guess we haven't pulled up the daily. This is what the daily looks like. Just eating all of the prior highs. A tort is a word, right? Tort? Is that just T-O-R? Is tort a word? I think tort is a word. I feel like it's like a legal word. Isn't it crazy how when you need a word that starts with a T, you can never think of anything? Like time. Tomb. But they're all 4-letter words. I need a 5-letter word. Toupee? How do you spell toupee? Taupe? I think taupe is a word too, no? That's T-A-U. I'm tempted to do it just to see if E and U are in here. I think I'm going to. Okay. So left with I and O for vowels. And an E at the end. I'm tempted to pull up the chat right now, I'll be honest. I'm stuck. I'm going to. Alright, first word I saw was twine. I actually like that. And I bet that's the right one. But... oh, okay. That's a good word, though. So the I... okay, so it's probably I-E. T something I-E. I still like the L-E ending, to be honest. I feel like that's the only thing that makes sense. So if this was an L-E, then the I would need to be here. T-I blank L-E. Tidal wave, right? Nope. Straight up nope. Title. I hate using double letters, man. What else is there? Tyful. Tyful kind of sounds like a word. Nah. Tibble? Is Tibble a word? There's no way Tibble is a word, right? Nah. Alright, let's try title. That was very challenging. Didn't like that one. That was a little too much effort. Wow, yesterday called it. Did you actually call it yesterday? Is that real? Someone did call it yesterday? No way, really? How is that possible? I kind of remember that now. Someone said me. Well, guess what? There's an actual legit fact check here. Oh my god. Matt, check my chat logs yesterday, please. What? What? Of all the crappy things to be able to tell the future about. Hey, what's your one superpower? Well, actually, as a matter of fact, I do have a superpower. I can tell the Wordle 24 hours in advance. That's actually kind of crazy, though. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Tomorrow is minor, apparently. Okay, is there like a cheat sheet here? Yeah, let's just accept the superpower. Yeah, that's right. For about 30 seconds, that was the coolest thing that I had seen in a while, honestly. Me going in to check the chat logs and it actually being there was exhilarating. All right. We're kind of at the bottom of the range here. Magical 80s. It's a cheap trade, technically. I mean, we just kind of barely... did we barely sweep it or barely not? Or did we just straight double bottom? Looks like we missed it by a tick, technically. I still imagine this probably sweeps in. Makes new lows. Let's see. We got a little bit of volume here at 77. And then after 77, it's kind of a whole lot of nothing for a little ways down. So we'll see what happens here. I imagine this just opens and goes straight to VWAP, to be honest. We'll see. 5 seconds. Nice candle. Yeah, there's the wick test. Nice candle. I mean, that was a big one. Top to bottom. 70 points? Something like that. Actual wick test would be here at 90, 89, 90. I kind of like personally front running it a little bit. That'd be so sick. I don't think that happens, and I need to take base hits, but I like the idea of running back into the 160s if we actually got the leg up. This is why I was not going to buy VWAP. There was no world where I was interested in buying VWAP here. And I said it because I was not interested in VWAP being in the middle of an FP range with no volume on the side from all of this. when a lot of times we retrace the move. And this is honestly a pretty solid example of that. That would have been, that's 35, almost 40 points straight down. All right, it's lit, finally. It's lit. It's lit. October 4th, Friday. Swords will never go obsolete. They're cutting edge technology. I kind of, I don't like that one because we've been in the spooky season. And that was not a spooky season joke. But I'll go ahead and read tomorrow's joke. How about that? I'll read Saturday and Sunday's joke. October 5th and October 6th. How do you fix a broken pumpkin? With a pumpkin patch. It's a little better. Better than the sword one, at least. All right. Flush to the 80s. NFP technically down to 60s. 64. Juiciest sell so far was that volume at 240. 10 minutes into the open or whatever it was. That was the cleanest thing. It was just too early in the day. But a lot of times we see this retrace of the news event and retesting volume up near the highs like that. It's kind of a cheap trade. Coming into another big candle. I don't know how many points this is. A lot. 150 top to bottom. Prior one was 70 points. This one top to bottom 150. Yeah, 90 points almost. Something like that. 157 to 172. Yeah. Or 87. Something like that. 85. Somewhere around there. A lot. And we got a block at 50. Magnet at 50 of worth 150 contracts sitting at 50. Short VWAP. Yeah. Probably not a bad idea. It's kind of up there. And I don't really, honestly, it kind of freaks me out the short VWAP after we kind of cleaned up down here. For the exact same reason as originally on why I didn't want to long it. It's like the middle of the NFP range. So like if we clean out the lows here, we could just power straight back up through the highs, honestly. Isn't it crazy how we had no volume really on the move up and then same with the move down? Like once we snapped VWAP, that was a very quick candle with no volume really in this whole, 40 point section. Very similar to how we had the move to the upside. All right, there's new lows. Trying to come in for that 50 block maybe. And that's officially the run of NFP as well. Honestly, the 20 buy here I think is interesting. We're sitting on the 1 standard deviation as well here, comma here, or not. I don't know. Words are hard. If we can get like up to 32, come back down into like 15, I'd be interested in like a 5-point trade, like a 5-point risk trade for the little continued push higher. Something like this. And I'd like to see us push up into the, probably gonna get stopped out, but I'd like to see us push up into the wick. But it's a cheap trade, so I'm gonna take it. All right, nice. Okay, 10 points there. I think I got like within a tick of being stopped out. I don't want to say anything. I didn't want to jinx it, but got fairly close there. But cheap trade. On to the next. I like yesterday's value area high, magical 20s. Delta is looking fine as well. We're losing a lot of steam on that flush. Just kind of classic price action to me, at least. Like you flush the new lows, you're in a level that makes sense. Yesterday's value area high spot where we bounce up plenty of times. We have like a untested wick up here that I think probably does actually want to get filled right now. And so we go back up, we retest that prior low, come back down, get long, stop below the swing low, I guess is what you would call that, and then rip it back up. And then we have this wick at 20 what is that, 2068 or so, and that potentially wants to play. We'll see. We got some buyers trying to step up. Nick, it's just trading, man. It's not unfortunate losses or anything like that. It's literally just trading. I think, yeah, people really have a hard time with like a bad day or a bad couple of days, or maybe it's a week or whatever. And it's a lot easier because I have a much bigger sample size than a lot of people have who are watching this. But like it's just kind of inevitable. You're not going to be on your mental game all the time, much as we want to be. It's the hardest part, right? I've been looking at trading psychologists to come talk at Trader Conference 2025. I really want to have like a legit trading psychologist come speak to all of us as like one of the sessions. That's my goal, at least. 1 second. We have a lot of buyers here. I think I still like the rejection here for a little quick one. Gonna see. It's a little late in the candle. I'm gonna keep it pretty tight. I want to see it like really react quick or not at all. I'm gonna take that off. It wasn't enough of a flush. I think that first little candle flush should have been it for me, but it looks like I maybe would have gotten filled there. I took 2 points. Again, what did I say yesterday and the day before about learning ops? For me, it was take the trade if I don't like it. Take the exit if I don't like it. Take the setup if it's there. The wick test is one of my favorite setups. I'm gonna take the setup if it's there. However, if I'm not feeling it, get out of the trade. I gave it a second. We reacted how I wanted to react right away. Next candle opens up. We get a quick flush, and then it doesn't flush it all the way. It flushes it like 2 or 3 points. And this is like, we're in enough volatility right now that it can flush it to 10 points pretty quickly. We have Delta that's been like kind of going up. And so it's just get out of the trade. There's going to be other opportunities. I'm going to take that if I see it because it's a wick test and I love taking those, but I don't need to like be married to it, you know? So that's the big takeaway for me this week is not marrying the trades and taking base hits. And so I'm practicing that. Yeah. I've been looking at, trading psychologists, and honestly, a lot of them pitch themselves as like this, and I kind of agree with it. They're just like, you know, how many coaches, like everybody who's functioning at a high level has and needs a coach, essentially. And I agree with that. And the guy that I was talking with was like using the example of like LeBron. Like, how many coaches does LeBron have? The answer's a lot. How many coaches like does NFL teams have? They have a lot. And so it's like, if you want to be functioning at a high level, you still need someone to speak into that a lot. And I thought it was really good. Anyways, I'm really trying to get a like legit trading psychologist. I have a call with one of them who I really want to go. I really hope he can go. I have a call with him hopefully next week. And it would be so sick. I also reached out to one other trading psychologist, and for 1 hour of speaking, she wanted $35,000 for 1 hour of speaking plus business airfare. And I said, kindly, no thanks. There's going to be like 150 of us there, 200 people. I ain't paying you 35 grand. However, this other guy is like very well, he's good at his job. And I would be interested in paying more money, not 35 grand, but I would be at least very interested in paying some money for him. Sounds like a scam. Nah, it's people that are really big in the psychology world just charge a lot. I mean, Brene Brown charges like 350 grand or something for us speaking for like an hour. It's $200 a person, which is 10 NQ points. Yeah, but the thing is that we still want other speakers there and stuff. We have to be able to host the event. There's just a lot of money in these conferences. It costs a lot of money, and I want to make it affordable, obviously. Hopefully we can get there. I think it would be really helpful for me and hopefully for a lot of people. And again, like I was saying earlier, I think it's just like, if we're trying to be a high level, I can only speak so much into myself and to y'all. Like you need coaches and stuff. I think is pretty solid. We got 3.5 minutes till IB is set. As of right now, I mean, per the stats, we're looking for IBL. Interesting spot with IBL breakout here because we do have 20K, and it's kind of the situation where I think oh man, I don't know. Like this kind of get like big block at 20K. I think we get sucked into that pretty quick. And if I actually am looking for a base hit, I think it gets filled out completely. I wouldn't be shocked to see us completely flush quickly to the 80s, but I also wouldn't be shocked to see a bid off of 20K. I'm very tempted to take the early sell here, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, we're going to make new lows here, I think, which is A little unfortunate. I like where we're at for IBL here with the blocks and 20k below us. I prefer us to not flush it before, personally. Personal preference. Looks like a double bottom. Double bottom at 1875. I think that gets fixed. I'll be honest. I think that gets fixed. We'll see. I feel like a lot of times 5 minute little tweezer bottoms, double bottoms, whatever you want to call them. Very rarely do those truly hold through for like a massive move. I mean, IB at this point is 50 points away. It feels far, but we're getting a lot of movement today, so maybe it's not that far, but it feels far. I'm gonna take this off. We're not very close to it right now. Another wick test. I feel like we haven't seen a wick test in a while, and we got 3 today. I'm gonna give it a shot. If we get there. I don't think we do. I like the action that we're seeing on the Dom. I like Delta, and I like that we're in like a short-term trend up. I hate that it's the middle of the range. I like that it's value very low. I think that's enough stuff for me to at least give it a shot and risk 10 points, 12 points technically off the swing low. But I also don't think I necessarily get filled, so red line algo comes into play here. Okay, I'm filled. I'm gonna watch on the 1 minute chart. I think it's a little bit easier to see. I'm taking it off. Lost 5 points there. Don't like it. Little under 5 points. So basically, I'm trying to describe what I see. Look, it might have been fine. Looks like it's fine. Looks like I get the full 10 points there. I was gonna get stopped out for 240 here, and it was just questionable to me. It was a really weird action. I hate when you see. How do I describe it on the Dom? I hate when you see. You'll see the yellow, like the previous order, like this. You'll see the previous order. And it keeps like it'll get slapped up and then immediately brought back down. And usually whenever that happens, it's like a little prop up slap, and then it dumps. That's what I thought I was starting to see right there. So I didn't want any part of it. Looks like it's working. I take 5 points. I'll take a 5 point loss there. I had less than 5 points. I think I was at 240. I'm at 155. Nice push though. I mean, that's a full GG's. I mean, that's the full wick test right there.